Good evening, spells, and welcome to Kaster's Magic. Here are the trigger warnings associated with DDLC. Self-harm, suicide, child abuse, child neglect, bullying, arguments, unsettling use of AI, and psychological horror. That being said, let's begin. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. And we are back to the point of starting a poem. Last time we did for Natsuki, we're going to try and do that again this time. I'm going to do my best to do words only for Sayori, but a lot of them are probably going to also match with Natsuki. Okay. Sunny? Okay, there we go. Skirt. Joy. Ribbon. Defeat. Forgive. Shiny. Shut. Promise. Infallible? Jesus Christ. Journey. Wow, hi there, Yuri. Pure, silly, music, peace. Nice. I think most of that was for Sayori. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days, as you can tell because my voice is actually working and I'm not stumbling over the words. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Cass! Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to being in the club, that's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in the good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that, all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and you want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would end up lending you some. But there's one thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option. Ah! I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face was in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Cass to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Fuck. I read the wrong line. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's fun to see that side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. What? I love that they include the sound effect for that and like nothing else. Oh shit, no! Kya! I didn't need to read Sayori's kya, but I did anyway. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... a cookie. Sure enough, there's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth it seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you! I'm so happy! Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good! Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue! You're going through a lot over just a cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Fuck. Sayori, why do you insist on touching her when you didn't ask? Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Ow! Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? What in the fuck just happened? Suddenly the door swings open. What? Oh, okay. Interesting. I don't know what happened there. Sorry. I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up, anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monika. That's... Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Cass. Jesus. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I didn't read the full line. It was just don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Cass! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from the other classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know, with the festival coming up. Me and Monika were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. There were too many ands in that sentence. You could have just used one and had one compound sentence. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monika, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Cass to get supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Aw, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find some poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Cass? Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the classroom. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monika have it all planned out. Don't worry. Is that so? Yep. Can you tell I'm getting tired of doing this? My brain is like, you have been reading lines for the past 3 fucking hours. Stop. I think I'm gonna because these have all been recorded back to back. I think after this one I'm gonna go ahead and take a break, maybe record something else, or just be done for the day recording.
We're gonna do a poetry performance.
A performance? Of what kind?
Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems.
That sounds kind of dull.
Cass, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poem you like. Between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingertips. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that.
Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that.
You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know.
Yeah, I know. I just meant that it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self.
Don't say that. It's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun.
Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again.
Hey, Cass. This classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission.
The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's pretty nostalgic. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet, and I follow.
Let's see, what do we have in here? Crayons!
Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf.
They're the best brand, too!
What's the best brand of crayon? Hold on. Let me look this up. What is the best brand of crayon? Popular crayons. We've got the Let me look in Japan. Japanese crayons. The top answer I'm seeing for Japanese crayons is Kit Paws, so Kit Paw crayons, maybe?
They're kind of dirty, though.
Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find...
Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color.
Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper.
Ah! I dropped it by accident. Smack. Yeah!
Sayori bends down and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. Of course she does, because I've done that before too. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow, 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 ow. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Jeez, Sayori. It's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the wrist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Didn't you literally just say that you picked her up out of the closet? Why is she still sitting in the fucking closet? Sayori slowly reaches her hands up from her forehead, releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Cass. Where would I even find ice around this place? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes her silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pass Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes pineapple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here. That said apple juice before, didn't it? Not pineapple juice? Did I add a whole chunk of the word? I did! I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. That also doesn't look like apple juice, and why is it not full? It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Sorry, I forgot. How did you forget? How hard did you hit your head? That wasn't a line. Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Cass. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? Huh? What do you mean? You know, how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, I suddenly fell behind, or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself, or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah. You don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way it was my fault. Kind of like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Cass.
I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even if, after all these years, you're rushing to help me. Even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart.
Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long.
Really? Maybe you're right. Cass? I'm so glad nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever?
Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college after that, so it wouldn't be fair to make any promises, but well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up.
I'm so happy.
Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way.
Not if I hide it under my bangs.
Sayori hops to her feet.
Ah!
She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up too fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs, trying to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Wow. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Nope, yep, that's definitely what that said. I just read it weird. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about. I was playing with the crayons and I smacked my forehead into a shelf. Well, anyway. Were you able to find everything we needed?
Uh-huh, I have it right.
Sayori frantically glances around herself.
I forgot all this stuff!
Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Cass. Well, Sayori... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori.
I made it an adventure.
Yeah. That. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight.
Me too!
Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? I guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. We'll do Monica. Hi again, Cass. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. There you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like a dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you two spend a lot of time. You do spend a lot of time with her in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. The violent, braiding waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Loading. Bitch. Fuck, okay. Alright, that's... It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with the space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines, really short, makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might want to change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait. Is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright! Natsuki! Hey babe, what's up? Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better either. Huh? Phew? What's that mean? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that's a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's Something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
You think so?
Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight.
Ugh, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her.
This fucking poem is ridiculous.
Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her sing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words, but she likes spiders, and that's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up, helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, and her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Jesus Christ.
It's so hard to read these poems in her fucking voice.
Amy has a lot of friends. I was here talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start liking spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm telling everyone.
Natsuki, this is really violent.
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it.
You hate Amy?
Sometimes...
I'm sorry.
Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an arrogant jerk.
Do you know people like that?
Of course. It's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure, something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too.
It's not what It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too. So look forward to it.
Alrighty. Yuri.
Hi. Are you still mad at me?
What? You think I'm mad at you? Yuri, why would I be mad at you? I've never read this line before. What's happening? For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday. Because reading this poem, now I know why you got mad at me. Because you prefer her writing over mine. That's not really true. Meaning, when I disrespected her,
I disrespected you too, didn't I? Oh no.
Yuri, you might be reading into this a little too much. How could I be so stupid? Oh fuck, sorry.
How could I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. Whenever I think before I speak, I just come off as an awkward, unlikable... as awkward and unlikable. But if I speak without thinking, the things I want to keep inside come out and make people hate me. So please don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monica wants.
What the fuck? What the fuck? I've never read these lines before. What the fuck?
But it's not fair to you when you could be enjoying time with Natsuki and Sayori.
Yuri,
please. It makes it easier for me if you don't express any concern. Besides, I have my books with me. That's all I need.
Yuri smiles sadly and puts her head down on her desk. I'm frustrated. I don't hate her, but it's as if she's not capable of listening to me over her own thoughts. I sigh to myself. All I can do is accept that that's how she is. If she wants to be left alone, then I have no choice but to abide by that request. What? 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 I don't get to read her fucking poem? I don't get to read her poem about the knife and the raccoon? Just because I chose to write a poem that matches Sayori? What? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Cass, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me.
I'm not hiding anything.
But your poems are so good. Yesterday's, and this one too.
You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so...
No way! Not even Natsuki?
Well, I guess Natsuki is at least likely to admit how she likes something. Is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that.
What do you mean?
Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But somehow, making everything in your life an adventure. But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking? Let's not talk about that. So, yeah. I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Hey! I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands.
Hey, Cass. Will you give me your poem? I kinda want to keep it.
Huh? Why?
Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me.
Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Oh, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home.
Really? Ah! I broke my pencil.
Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. But being inattentive to her surroundings, she bumps right into me.
Sorry.
It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. Why are her knees shaking? Oh, Sayori, are you flustered, baby?
I'm a little clumsy today.
Let's sit down, Sayori.
Yeah.
I grab Sayori's arm and help her to sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours.
Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Oh, this is the one that makes me cry. Oh god, okay, here we go.
Bottles. I pop off.
Sorry, I read the word scalp and my brain was like, I
pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on a shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way, down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper in my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding within the nooks and crannies. Digging and dinging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time's elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelves, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head.
I'm gonna pause for a second. I'm fine. Anyway. Woo! Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. I didn't tell you yesterday. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. He was about to say there's a cognitive dissonance between him knowing what Sayori is externally, which is joyous and happy and playful and fluffy, whereas what her poem is depressing, sad, and honest. There's a dissonance. He's not making sense of it. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing this is like magic.
Pardon? It's like who now? You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm going to keep writing until I die.
Don't get too ahead of yourself. Sayori has always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Jesus, hi there, Monica. Fuck. Sorry, I was too busy falling in love with Sayori. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Why did I take away Natsuki's voice?
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of. Sort of.
Ugh. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We are going to be performing.
Performing?
Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let everyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you?
Well, I did. Do you think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys.
No, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I've kind of overlooked that. I'm so sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same.
And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone that what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing our feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members, and the least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to get it over with. Alright! Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Shit. Oh no. Oh, there it is. Okay. Damn it! Woo! Christ. That's everyone. I'm like genuinely exhausted from this. I forget how much it is acting, how much energy it takes. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monika, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how are you going to recite it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Let's see indeed. Is there a way I can get to the poems? Maybe I should save and then I can get to the poems and then I can come back? I don't know. Maybe I don't need to read them. Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflections are pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion to behind each line. She recites each line she recites for bringing the words to life. This is something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face, that I don't understand. And finally, Monika finishes the recitation. Right? That's what that word is? Recitation? Sure. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next.
Aww. Nope. Nope, that's the wrong word.
Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands. Between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances up at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri.
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. I did not even do that on purpose. I just struggled. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri is absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. Of a fierce and confident woman. I don't know why the fuck I did a fucking accent. Jesus. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she... What? As if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone else joins me afterward. And we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. So, as we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rests back to her seat.
Yuri, that was really good.
Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay. I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair cheerfully and walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Ah!
Sorry, I giggled. Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting it to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way.
I see. Okay then.
Oh my god, I'm having issues. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow... Oh my god! It feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Kaz liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Huh? I don't understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. That's, well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. That's just embarrassing to do in front of someone. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Cass. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Cass lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. Incredibly awkward is what I was gonna say. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. It's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. Time to put forth the rhythm and the rhyme. I don't remember the words. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back into her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put whatever face I want for other people. Put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine, too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write our poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As far as As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this. I can do this.
Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep! Look at you two always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make it such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Cass. You don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori?
Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. Like, how we get to... I mean...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So let's just say one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of a question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... I would still walk home with you, Sayori. Sayori... You really think I would ditch you for Yuri?
But... She's so beautiful and smart.
Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, Cass.
You think about me too much sometimes.
Yuri would deserve it if she wanted to, so... If she wanted it, so...
Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird. A weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and to keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in all that time? Alright. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, go ahead and leave a like. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Most of my content is pretty much the exact same. I'm actually going to go ahead and save really quick before I end. But thank you all so much for watching. If you'd like to, go ahead and leave a like. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. All my content is basically the exact same. And until the next one, have a magical evening and good night. Until night falls spells.